All right, so you've got a fantastic business idea, and you're ready to make it happen in the Sunshine State. But how do you go from just an idea to a real, official company? Well, that's exactly what we're going to break down right now.
Okay, here's how we're going to tackle this. We'll start with a quick look at why Florida. Then we'll get into the big decision, choosing your business structure. After that, we'll walk through the actual registration steps, and we'll wrap up with a super important checklist to make sure you stay compliant after you launch.
This video contains affiliate links. Before we dive into the exact step-by-step strategy to launch your company in the Sunshine State, let's talk about the foundation. You absolutely cannot build a profitable, protected business in Florida without a properly structured business entity. Most people try to launch as a sole proprietor, or they cut corners on their SunBiz filings. And that's exactly why they leave their personal assets, savings, and property completely exposed to lawsuits and debt. Your business needs to be a legitimate, separate legal entity. That's where Busy comes in. Busy is the absolute best service out there, handling your entire Florida LLC formation for just $0 plus state fees. They take care of the heavy lifting for you, filing your articles of organization with the Division of Corporations, providing your legally required Florida registered agent service, securing your EIN, which you need to open a proper business bank account, and setting up your compliance alerts so you never miss an annual report. They give you everything you need to establish that ironclad legal separation between you and your business. This is non-negotiable if you want to protect your wealth and scale safely in Florida. I've put a special link in the description below. Use my link to get your Florida LLC set up right through Busy today and unlock some exclusive discounts and perks. Get that handled first, and then let's get back to building the business.
All right, let's dive right in. Before we even touch the paperwork, let's talk about the why. Why Florida? What makes it such a hotbed for entrepreneurs right now?
Well, honestly, the numbers are pretty staggering. Florida's economy is booming so much that if it were its own country, it would be the 14th largest economy in the world. Think about that. That's a massive dynamic market you're stepping into. It's basically a powerhouse environment for any new business.
So this is probably the first major decision you have to make, and it's a big one. Choosing your business's legal structure. It's not just some box you tick on a form. This choice affects everything, your taxes, your personal risk, everything. So you've got to get this right. Okay, the easiest way to get started, that's the sole proprietorship. If you're flying solo and just want to get up and running with the least amount of paperwork, this is it. But, and listen, this is a huge but, there's zero legal separation between you and the business. That means if the business gets sued, your personal assets, your car, your house, they're all on the line. And that's why so many people go for the limited liability company, or LLC. It's super popular for a reason. You kind of get the best of both worlds. It puts up a legal wall, a liability shield between your business and your personal stuff, plus the profits just pass through to your personal tax return, so you avoid getting taxed twice. It's protection without all the crazy corporate formalities. Now there's also the S-Corp. It gives you that same liability protection, but it has a really interesting tax trick up its sleeve that can potentially save you a bundle on self-employment taxes. The trade-off, it's way more rigid. You're capped at 100 shareholders, and they have to be US citizens or residents. So there are definitely some hoops to jump through. And then you've got the C-Corp. This is the big league. This is the structure for companies that want to grow and grow big. It offers the strongest liability protection you can get, and here's the kicker. You can have unlimited shareholders and issue different kinds of stock. So if your game plan involves raising money from venture capitalists or one day going public, a C-Corp is pretty much non-negotiable. Okay, so let's really zero in on that core decision that most founders face: LLC or corporation. It really just comes down to one big question. What's more important to you right now? Is it simplicity and ease, or are you designing this thing from day one for massive growth and outside investment? And this really lays it out perfectly. On one side, you have the LLC, which is all about ease. Fewer rules, less paperwork, and profits go right onto your personal tax return. Simple. On the other side, you've got the corporation, which is built for scalability. This means more formal rules. We're talking mandatory board meetings, bylaws, the whole shebang. But that structure is exactly what you need to attract serious investors and issue stock. Now check this out, because this might surprise you. When you look at the initial state filing fees, a corporation is actually cheaper to get started.
It's only $70 to file versus $125 for an LLC. Kind of the opposite of what you might expect, right? But that's just the startup cost. When you look at the ongoing compliance fees, things pretty much even out. Both have to file an annual report by May 1st every single year to stay in business, and the cost is almost identical. We're talking about $139 for an LLC and $150 for a corporation. So year after year, it's basically a wash.
Okay, decision made. You've picked your business structure. Now for the fun part, making it official. Let's walk through the actual step-by-step process of bringing your business to life in Florida.
Here it is, your 6-step roadmap. Step 1, your name. You gotta pick a great one and make sure it's not already taken by searching on the state's website. Step 2, appoint a registered agent. We'll talk more about that in a sec. Step 3, file the official paperwork with the state. Step 4 is getting your EIN, which is like a social security number for your business, and it's totally free from the IRS. Then, step 5, you register for state taxes. And finally, step 6, get any special licenses or permits you might need for your specific industry or location.
Okay, let's hit pause on registered agent for a second because this is super important. This is your business's official point of contact for the government and for any legal notices. The key rules: they have to have a physical street address in Florida, no PO boxes allowed, and they have to be available during normal business hours. Why? So if someone sues your company, the state knows there's a reliable person at a real address to deliver the paperwork to. It's a non-negotiable requirement.
Look, getting registered is a massive accomplishment. You should totally celebrate. But it's not the end of the race, it's just the starting gun. From here on out, it's all about ongoing compliance. And this is crucial, because this is what keeps that legal liability shield you worked so hard to create actually in place.
So think of this as your annual to-do list to stay on the right side of the law. First, you've got that May 1st deadline for your annual report. Put it in your calendar right now. Always, always make sure your registered agent info is current. You also have to follow your own internal rules, like your LLC's operating agreement. Obviously, pay your taxes. And if you have employees, you've got to follow all the labor laws. And finally, and I can't stress this enough, get a separate business bank account. Do not mix your personal and business funds. It's the #1 way to protect your personal assets and keep your books clean. And there you have it. That is the playbook for getting your business off the ground in Florida. You now know the key decisions you need to make, the steps you need to take, and the rules you need to follow to build your company on a rock-solid foundation. So, the only real question left is, what amazing thing are you going to build?